awfully quiet today. People will come eventually. Apparently there's some traffic on the road. So anyway, happy Halloween. Hello. First time you come here? Okay, so we're gonna do, did you get this card? Yes. So this morning, I'm sorry that we missed the class. It was actually quite nice if you wanted to get some tips for Halloween. By all means, if you want the recipe card, I can give it to you. So today, we're going to make some roast pizza sausages. You can make it with any type of dough. I chose pizza dough because we're going to use a specific pizza dough which is quite easy to use. And then we're going to do lovely roasted pumpkin soup. So we're into Halloween. And by the way, if you want to order your cake, there's an amazing cake made or baker, new baker, hi, I'm sorry if you don't mind to get the share here. If you don't mind, just sweat what you can see here. Sorry if you don't mind. Yeah, she's spraying at the seat. So anyway, if you want to order your cake, we have an amazing cake with some supplies inside. Those are how do you call that? Those cake pop, lollipop, whatever. That is inside. All you have the cupcakes. Okay, so we're gonna start with the pumpkin soup. Nice to see you again. Welcome back. Okay, we haven't started yet, so you haven't lost anything. So we're going to start with the pumpkin soup.
Thank you.
You're welcome. First, I'm going to switch on my oven. If you have a roast menu, that would be great. My oven is coming now, so cross fingers, it shall come. And there again.
How are you?
We haven't started, so yeah. So we're just going to start with the pumpkin soup. Let's start. Those pumpkins are hard. You're taking a picture while I cut a pumpkin. I'm going to make so much funny faces. Those pumpkins are quite hard. And you need mustard. I haven't got to the gym. So this is my gym exercise. Absolutely.
You should get them to do that.
No, he's like, no, that's okay.
Come on, get up your
I'll
ass.
pass. Don't worry. He's here just to relax.
No, you should give them one. It's a great job.
Poor guy. Christoph is trying to work. I think so. He doesn't raise all the time. And with this hat, trust me, it's not an easy task. But it's, well, I hope you're going to enjoy it because I think the soup is quite nice. It's not too spicy, but still you have a tingle, which is quite nice. It's nice, huh? But it's not, to me, it's not ripe enough. But it's okay, because when you roast it, it will take time. But it will be nice. Doing that with the hat. How one of the first hats. Okay, perfect. Then what you need to do, inshallah, see you're talking to me, now it's sliding. Oh, this whole thing is definitely not good.
I told you it's not your job. This is Ben's job.
Oh, I know. But, you know, like Amal was saying, Christoph is hardly here, so it's going to be mine. This one, well, gladly for me, I had some nice roasted, some nice pumpkin seeds from this one. So I'm not going to use that one because they seem to be quite small. The pumpkin seed, and I'm just going to roast it in the oven for a few minutes until they get crispy and nice. Try to trim it a bit thinner so it doesn't take as much time because my oven is not that powerful. Okay, just try drop of olive oil. Olive oil. And then you need to get coriander seeds and chilli. Then again, they're asking me to do some more exercise.
You don't need to go to gym today.
Thank God, because anyway, I did not have time to go to the gym today, so voila. So try to get all the nice flavor of the coriander and chili together. Sorry?
Is this roasted one?
Toasted? No.
No roasted. What is that?
I know, because we're going to toast it now. You know, we're going to put it on top of the pumpkin. Voila. Once you get everything quite crushed, it could be okay too. Yeah, but it's more fun to do it that way. You know what? Actually, it's better if you have a coffee grinder. Yes, exactly. Otherwise, what happens is that you're going to crush it too much, and then after that, you lose a bit of all the flavor. Yes, it's the best. That's already quite toasted. Well, let's see what this works. I just love my own. It's really stomach. Voila. So while it's cooking, sorry, I'm moving that way. Want to prepare your stock, of course. You can use either vegetable stock or chicken stock or beef stock, but ideally if you make your own would be even better. But I don't have this time. Okay, it's great to have at home a water kettle, so you actually save time and energy. It's no need to use so much and to waste so much water until you get the right temperature. Okay, and then I'm going to use 2 of those. For 1 liter of water. We're going to use carrots. Celery. Then you rub the chocolate. And then you want 1 onion. The onion, you need to remove the green part that is right here in the center of the onion. Otherwise, it's not going to be quite healthy for you. Why? Because actually for indigestion, it's not that healthy. So you just need to remove it. Also, the onion, see, they have here, even when it's not green, the part right here, when you see the germs. The same with the garlic, you need to discard it. Because otherwise for digestion, it's healthier. And it's better. Good evening. Good, how are you? If you want to get your recipe cards, yes, and also try not to keep half an onion in your fridge. I'm sorry, I have to repeat myself many times to the one that don't know, because otherwise it gets all sides. It's really not healthy. So shall you have 1/2 onion remaining? You just slice it or dice it and store it in your freezer. Whenever you want to use it, it's not going to be spare. To get your vegetable to be cooked but not fried. So try to avoid color. Normally the onion will get a bit of color, but then again it brings nice taste. My oven, yes, lovely. My tray just fell. Even though you thought of me, but smells nice. Not bad, just small. And then you want to roughly chop. So you crush it with the blade of your knife. You want to remove that mess. To remove the smell of the garlic, rub your fingers with some lemon. Sorry, can you watch this time? And then you roughly chop. I don't put onion at first because it will burn very easily. Basically, it's 90% oil. Yes. So I like to put it at the end with the other vegetables when I have more water. I have this falling. If you have a garlic crusher, I think it's even better. I don't know why the chef, they don't use it. They never use it. I don't know why. Every time I go to a training study, they say, why don't you use it? Yeah, it's great. They don't have it, so. Yeah. Apparently, yeah. But then you have all with your. Well, it's cooking very gently. we're going to prepare the pizza dough. Now, the pizza dough, you can make it yourself. We had a class when it was, what was that? No. Anyway, we had a class and we used some whole wheat flour to be healthier. This time we're going to use this pizza mixture. It comes from France. It's very handy because it's very fast. Of course, the texture is not going to be the same as you would with the pizza dough that you make from scratch. It's actually quite good. And because this one is for Halloween, it's more like a treat, yes, kind of fun. I'll wash my hands and I come back. Okay, back to the pizza dough. It's now the celery. All you need to do is open the bag. If you require the pizza dough recipe that we made previously, please email me and I will give it to you. And then you're going to make a well. And there's the bucket inside. You know, with the yeast again, remember that this one, the salt and everything is included. But with the yeast, never mix the yeast with the salt, otherwise it will burn. Sugar is actually will help. Sugar and milk will help the yeast get its work done. Sorry, I need to get some water. Just going to heat it up until it gets about lukewarm. You don't want it to be too hot. Oh, it's hot. It's really rubber, I think. You don't want it to be too hot, but you don't want it to be too cold either. Ideally, the temperature with the yeast has to be at 37 degrees. Up to 39, you're fine. After 40 degrees, the yeast will actually not be happy. And then you're going to add some oil. Normally I should add some olive oil, but it isn't here. So get some olive oil. So normally use olive oil. Well, it depends. If you're using this one, I don't know how many cups. It's already in the package. So then it's, what does it say? So when you know the temperature, it cannot burn your finger. And this is the finger, the best test, because you use the other fingers quite a lot when you cook. This one is actually quite sensitive to cold, and you know that this time you need a bit more cold ones. Normally you need to put it in the middle. So I'll show you exactly what not to do. Because what you need to do is get the flour in the middle. Can you see it works? From the mirror, yes. Because what you want to avoid is having lumps. What you need to do is get the flour in the middle, gradually. You don't want the dough to get too sticky, but if it's too dry, it will not be good either. You can see the dough is getting there. You incorporate nicely the flour. And now's the time where you can actually get the dough going. Get your flour ready just in case. It does open. That dough is quite sticky, it's quite hot. According to the outside temperature, well, the inside temperature here, but according to the temperature of the room, you might want to add more or less flour. And in the beginning, try to knead the dough with the top of your fingers. You don't put all your sticky finger everywhere. What you want to get is actually quite a soft dough, rubbery. Very nice to work with. So try to add little flour at a time. Completely on my hands. And this is the dough. So quite nice to work with. With a normal dough, you would have to knead the dough 5 minutes in the blender and 10 minutes with your hand to get this flexibility. Because it's semi-processed, whatever you call it, and you don't need it. Here it's quite sticky, so I want to be sure I can roll up the dough. A dough cutter, that's a great tool to have at home. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cover it in a cling film so it doesn't frost. And this one here, see the onion, I get it caramelized, but the carrots are not quite cooked. Yes. Put it in the fridge in the meantime. And we're going to remove the dough from.
How many times will be taken inside that fridge?
Sorry?
How many times will be taken in that fridge?
In the fridge, normally it doesn't take time in the fridge. Normally you do it, you lay your dough and it's ready to be used. The only thing is that at the moment, because my working surface is quite small.
How long? 1 hour, half an hour?
Normally not, so you can keep it until the next day or 3 days after, it's no problem. The yeast will start to work as fat. So if you want to have a real pizza dough, actually it's recommended for pizza, rest it in the fridge for 3 days.
3 days. Okay.
But then once you remove your dough, you shall not work with it. You just try to lay your dough as thin as possible, and then you're ready to bake. And of course, you're not going to have a silly hat to bother you while you bake, because this is a silly. So. And then you get a rolling pin. I like this one because it's a silicone one, so you don't need as much flour. I know. Try to roll up your dough quite thinly, so you don't want a big chunk of dough, and try not to tear it. then you, normally if you would have a pizza cutter, that would be actually better for you, but I don't. And what you need to do is try to get some layers. Not layers, sorry, stripes. This fly is driving me nuts. I guess you could, if you think it's going to be better. I think it's going to take longer. Normally I like to have the pizza cutter. Here we're going to use some sausage, beef sausage, but you can use some chicken sausage, no problem. Now here, I'm not going to roll anything inside, but if you want to use some, either some mustard or caramelized onion, you can easily do that. But because it's a mummy, you want to have it stripe around it, so you don't want to be too adventurous. Don't leave that. This time you don't have to, but I will cut the sausages in half. No need to break them. Parchment paper. I like this brand because it has silicone in it, so it's very useful and very nice to work with. Let's get this. Okay, then you can take your sausage, understanding that this is the head. We're going to be adventurous. It's hot in here. And then you're going to roll around the head. Then you need a space for the eyes. It's right here. And then you continue with another stripe. Then again. And then you need to cover the feet because I don't have any feet. And then you cut it. Later on, we're going to make the eyes with a bit of mustard and either some mustard seeds or poppy seeds. Of course halal. No, this is beef. Beef, huh? Beef.
Not خنزير.
No. You're Jawad. Shoo, halal. Otherwise problem, huh? Okay, so then prepare. It's getting really sticky, but not mind. There. And then you can see that. Just make sure you leave enough space to make it nice. We're going to cover because the dough, you don't want it. So are you saying to me that all evening class are boring?
No, only one is good. Only a carrot cake.
Oh, all right. Well, you have the at least for the carrot cake.
The carrot cake is good. But all the good ones are all in the morning. Cheesecake. And salad.
What to do.
You don't want us. Don't want me to come, that's why.
Exactly. This is exactly what I want.
That's the secret. I know now. But I don't want to be.
You were not coming anyway. So I thought you were not coming ever. So I thought I will make the class in the morning.
That's right.
See how I escaped? Not bad, huh?
No, but I think the deal I want, I think time coming on. I wish I could make it.
Let's see, there are some ladies that say, oh my goodness, you did not make it for lunch. I can never please anyone. We'll see if the pumpkin is ready. Because my sausage are ready.
But please, I can get the recipe for the pumpkin crackers.
What do you want?
Pumpkin crackers.
Yes, I will give you after. Definitely. And they're easy to do, so it's no problem. So in the meantime, if your oven is not ready, just I recommend that you put in the fridge. And this is actually what I made last night, so I thought of you. And this is those little money. So once it's going to be baked, this is how it's going to look like. So you find the funny one, and you have the other one. So you have all kinds of stuff. It's nice. Exactly, see? Aren't you happy you came? Okay, so now let's see. Let's pray for live pumpkin because it would be the perfect time for it to be ready. The smell is nice. And unfortunately, it's not really roasted because this oven doesn't work efficiently, but at least I can. It's cooked, but it's not roasted, so it's not going to have the same texture. But if you want, it's no worry. I had the one that I made for you yesterday, so you can have it. So now this is finished as well. I did not have a chance to do the garlic, but I guess it's okay. Just that you're going to smell more garlic. Ideally, if you can, try to have a receptacle of water inside the oven. And the reason when you bake bread or pizza dough, it does crust easily. The oven, I won't trust it to put some receptacle of water, so I don't risk it. But please, at home, do it because it's a nice tip. Then you're going to put your money.
Okay.
Try to put it wrong. Yes. Perfect. And then in the oven until golden. Try to put it in the lower track of your oven. And then you're going to take a Jawad, which is a hand mixer. If you have also a blender, with this, what do you call that? Blender, yeah. Like to make juice. Thank you. Would be good. I'm going to add some juice, some stock, and if it works, add the remaining vegetables. Depending on the consistency of the soup you require, you're just going to add some more stock. I just realized we have a chef, pastry chef here. So then she's going to teach us how to make a cone out of waxy paper. Maybe you have your way and I have my way. Do you roll it up or do you put it in the middle and then you go around your arm?
I think that's for the second one.
The second roll, which is
It's around the middle.
the same here. But most of them they like to do that thing so it's quite pointy. It's not as big as me, I like the big one. It's getting a nice consistency. The juicer will do the job. But I like to have my job more lubricated. And my mixer is coming, by the way. It's on the way. You're the same way. I've been so busy that I did not have time to search the perfect one. Now for the soup, I like to have the velouté consistency. This is the reason I like to blend it quite finely. If you want to have some bites to it, because the vegetables are not, they're cooked, but not overcooked. It's quite nice to have some crunchiness to it. But as for me, I like velouté. I can already smell the nice aroma. I haven't seasoned it yet because of the chili and the coriander. So I'm going to season it now once I taste it. I hope you like spicy. It's slightly too spicy. Yes? Some people, yes? You're still okay? Okay. Another tip that you might want to have, if you think a dish is too spicy, you add some baked potato inside it. It will absorb the chili. Also the tomatoes, you know, you peel them, you de-seed them, and you add it. And it will actually reduce the chili taste of it. I'm going to add some rock salt. And then I'm going to blend it again. one more time just to make sure. Just the salt change the whole dish. But it is a bit spicy, just say. More spicy than I anticipated. If you don't want that spicy, you let me know. I have a batch of non-spicy one. Half of the ingredients. This is what I did with the one from yesterday. Yes, the pumpkin soup, the pumpkin seeds will calm the heat, but otherwise you can add some tomatoes or potatoes. Make potato dice. You will see it will absorb the chili because it's quite dense, so it will actually. Chef, if you would do us the honor, normally I don't have this done at 10 o'clock. Hygiene-wise, not really. It's happening. Yes, it's part of it. Exactly. Okay, so we have our mustard. We need to get some parchment. We need this. I will work on my side once it's clean, so you can start without me. There you go. It's nice when you want to do it.
Chefs, we usually call it a butter paper.
Yeah.
It's like a no common term. It's very easy. Just fold it in a triangle. You decide how big you want. If you have to make, let's say, 100 of those mummies, we do a big one. But since it's just few and do a small triangle. Yes, this is for the mustard. This is you must have usually seen the designs or chocolate sauce, or this is for that purpose. Any sauce you can also put. Let's say you just scolded your child and you want him to be happy and sort of big. Try some chicken nuggets, put ketchup into this and just big design. You can just write happy birthday or anything.
Like a corn.
It's a cone. Yeah, it's like a bag.
Yeah, it's to make a cone. Or you can have piping bag, or you can have, if you're too lazy, you can have some sandwich bag as well.
Yeah.
But for this purpose, we only going to use, 2 dots per eye. So then there's no need to have the paper. It's quite easy. You can actually have them ready.
So what we do is we take a triangle, we place it like this and approximately half. Which means that this part should touch. You lift it, make it reach it either, have a little finger here, and then start. Make sure we're holding the one thumb should be inside and the finger should be outside so that it's intact. And then you take it to the other hand, slightly adjust if you want thick ones or thin ones. It depends how fine you want your hold to be. Now the trick to tighten this is whatever is left on the top, just fold it inside. And there's this little tiny one. Hold it again.
Also, another thing she hasn't told you because she's so used to it, she doesn't even pay attention. But you see, when you cut your paper, just make sure you don't make like, what is it?
Zigzag.
Zigzag, exactly. You have to be very steady and in one go. And quite flat, so therefore, when you have the paper, see, it's all flat.
mustard, we take the mustard here. And very tiny pot.
Yes, I thought you were so adventurous.
And we keep folding it from the top. Then it's like tightens it down. Now I can just check. If I think that this is too small, I can cut it. That's however big I like. If you're at home, you want to stay with the veggies, that's your requirement.
What you can do as well is you can actually keep them, you make them in advance, keep them in a container, so whenever you're ready to use them. But sometimes you don't have the time, you make some smaller, larger, whenever you want to decorate your cake. She's a pastry chef, so of course you can have a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yes. If you don't have, see, that was a bit adventurous, but she's a pastry chef. But try to, and my cones, of course, would be small, but try to have a larger size, so it's not so precise within the cutting, so it's going to be easier. Does anybody want to try? Want to try? No? Ça va? Ça va? Oui, ça va. Ou plastic box? Chef, if you would do us the honor.
Excuse me.
Normally I don't have this stuff in 10 o'clock. Hygiene wise, not perfect. It's happening. It's part of it. Exactly. Okay, so we have our mustard. We need to get some parchment. You need this. I will work on my side once it's clean, so you can start without me.
Chefs, we usually call it a butter paper.
Yeah.
It's like a no common flour. It's very easy. Just fold it in a triangle. You decide how big you want. If you have to make, let's say, 100 of those mummies, we do a big one. But since it's just few and do a small triangle.
This is for the mustard.
Yes, this is for the mustard. This is you must have usually seen the design sort of thing of chocolate sauce, or this is for that purpose. Any sauce you can also put. Let's say you just scolded your child and you want him to be happy and sort of like fry some chicken nuggets, put ketchup into this and just beep inside. Just write happy birthday or anything.
Like a corn.
It's a good. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, it's to make a cone. Or you could have piping bag, or you can have, if you're too lazy, you can have some sandwich bag as well.
Yeah.
But for this purpose, we only going to use, 2 dots per eye. So then it's no need to have the paper. It's quite easy. You can actually have them ready.
So what we do is we take a triangle, we place it like this and approximately half. Which means that this part should touch. You lift it, make it reach it either have a little finger here and then start make sure we're holding the one thumb should be inside and the finger should be outside so that it's intact. And then you take it to the other hand, slightly adjust if you want thick ones or thin ones.
when you cut your paper, just make sure you don't make like, what is it?
Zigzag.
Zigzag, exactly. You have to be very steady and in one go. And quite flat, so therefore, when you have the paper, see, it's all flat.
So since it's mustard, we just take the mustard down. And very tiny.
Yes, I thought you were so adventurous.
We keep folding it from the top, then it's like tightens it down. Now I can just check. If I think that this is too small, I can cut. That's however big I like. If you're at home, you want to stay with the pages, that's your requirement.
What you can do as well is you can actually keep them, you make them in advance, keep them in a container, so whenever you're ready to use them. But sometimes you don't have the time, you make some smaller, larger, whenever you want to decorate your cake. She's a pastry chef, so of course you can have a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yes. If you don't have, see, that was a bit adventurous, but she's a pastry chef. But try to, and my bones, of course, will be small, but try to have a larger size, so it's not so precise within the cutting, so it's going to be easier. Does anybody want to try? Want to try? No? Ça va? Ça va? Oui, ça va. Ça va. Ou plastic box?
That's the best. That's
No,
the
but
best.
seriously, this is one of the most difficult things I found is, I don't know why, to make a cup.
It took a lot of time.
See, once you have it, you sit big, of course. Okay, so my pizza is not yet ready. It's getting quite nice, chunky. If you have any question, now would be a good time. Yes.
Why you don't have channel on YouTube?
Because of the time. If you give me time, I will put it because it's on the video right here. So it could be time or maybe a person that can help me. By all means, I will put it. Because for 2 hours, I cannot have myself touching my hat or going and checking. It has to have some cuts because otherwise there is no need. I mean, you'll be having to see my face.
I can help you.
You can help me.
Yeah, I am not an artist.
And voila! Now, exactly. Now you can help me. Then fine. We just need to cut the videos to make them short. In order to put them on YouTube. We wanted to have the Jawad channel because also many people are complaining about the class being either in the morning or in the evening. Or maybe sometimes it's too far, but the lady is nice enough to come every single time, morning and evening, even though she lives in Hussein.
I have to speak on my account.
Sorry?
I have to speak on my account.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, it's in East September. That would be a bit far, but we can see what can be done. That is really funny, and then it will be on YouTube. There's any time as well.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
I like it.
So will you make it? Would you need the gentleman? I give you the USB key and you make it with him?
No, I got that.
No, but you're right. I have to work with it.
What'd you say?
Oh, that's nice. Those are fat muffins. Mine were actually here. we'll take this, because I think it's off. I can do that. So tiny. What you do is you're very steady. Alright, and then Amal will make it in front of us. Or not. Actually, those are very scary. So very steady, you press, you stop, and you remove. We did some meringue this morning. Yeah, but of course they got inflated. The problem is that you're supposed, when you make meringue, you're supposed to put them in the oven. But of course there are people that wanted to know how to butch meringue. So by the time it was ready to put the eyes, and they got a bit fat, like those mummies. And then what you do is either you're going to add some poppy seeds.
That would be a challenge.
I will show you. But I will show you with the mustard seed. The secret with the mustard seed is that if you don't grill it, it's already enough, it's not spicy. So that would be for your taste. As for you, if you want some spiciness of this mustard, just in a pan, don't add any oil, just let it fry. You see, just gonna pop. And then you're gonna bring out the the thing with the comb or the piping bag is that this hand is really not that useful, but it gets your hand steady. This is where it's going to get quite funny with our hand. Of course it is okay, except it's not. But you see, it's got a different face, you know, when you put the eyes in. Already it's more sympathetic. So then you're going to see, we're going to put that mustard eye, which normally I like to glue it to my hand, to my finger, like this, but I'm really bad with my right hand. I've got my glove, so it's going to be challenging. But yes, but if you can use your right hand, which I can't, I'll try. What I do is I just press, and then I release, but I'm really bad with my hand, so. No, sorry, I can't. Because I can't myself, I don't know. Also, if you don't want to use a piping bag or a sandwich bag, you can use a toothpick. You dip it into your mustard. There you go. Now it puts my hand off. Okay, you know what? I don't think all of them are going to have eyes.
I mean, some of them lost their eyes.
It's been see, this one, yeah, but once you have one eye, you need to have the other eye, because otherwise they're not. Oh, there it is. Those are fat muscles.
Mine were actually
we'll take this, because I think it's not enough. I can pick up so tiny. What you do, you're very steady. Alright, and then Amal will make it in front of us. Or not. Actually, those are very scary. So very steady, you press, you stop, and you remove. We did some meringue this morning. Yeah, but of course they got inflated because the problem is that you're supposed, when you make meringue, you're supposed to put them in the oven. But of course there are people that wanted to know how to butch meringue. So by the time it was ready to put the eyes, and they got a bit fat, like those muffins. And then what you do is either you're going to add some pumpkin seeds.
That would be a challenge.
I will show you. But I will show you with the mustard seed. The secret with the mustard seed is that if you don't grill it, it's already enough, it's not spicy. So that would be for your taste. As for you, if you want some spiciness of this mustard, just in a pan, don't add any oil, just let it fry. You see, just gonna pop. And this is where it's gonna get quite funny with our hand. Of course it is okay, except it's not. But you see, it's got a different face, you know, when you put the eyes in. Already it's more simple. So then you're gonna see, we're gonna put that mustard eye, which normally I like to glue it to my hand and my finger. Like this, but I'm really bad with my right hand. I've got my glove, so it's going to be challenging. But yes, but if you can use your right hand, which I can't, I'll try. What I do is I just press, and then I release, but I'm really bad with my hand. So, no, sorry, yeah. Because I have myself, I don't know. Piping bag or a sandwich bag, you can use a toothpick. You dip it into your mustard. There you go. Bloody good, my hand off. Okay, you know what? I don't think all of them are going to have eyes.
No. I mean, some of them lost their eyes.
It's been so See, this one, yeah, but once you have one eye, you need to have the other eye because otherwise it's not.
So one eye is enough.
Sorry?
One eye also enough.
The man.
Hey, okay. Oh no, what is missing? Here we go. Don't ask me to put the nose because I don't. Okay. Cuts.